Welcome to Your Strategic Path to Success with Deborah Coviello and Ben Baker. Each week we will be discussing how to communicate effectively and lead your teams to success. Welcome to the show.
So Ben, effective internal communication strategy and implementation. It sounds so easy, but companies struggle with it. Tell me more.
I think what we need to think about when we're talking about internal communication is, how do we talk in a two-way conversation? And that's what teams seems to be missing with internal communication. We send out emails, we send out, internal blasts. There's web pages, there's intranets, there's Slack channels, there's everything out there. And we push information out there to people and we assume, okay, well, we've told them, we've put the memo out there, everybody knows about it. And the problem is nobody is listening to find out, do the people you sent that information that you sent it out to get what you meant? Do they understand what it means to them? Do they understand what it means to the brand, to the purpose, to the value of the organization? Do they understand why they should be doing what you want them to do? And do they feel motivated to actually go ahead and do it? So it needs to be a two-way conversation. We can't just put information out there into the blogosphere, into the intranet, and hope that everybody understands exactly what you're thinking inside your head. People view information differently. People learn differently. People internalize information differently. And we can't assume that everybody is going to understand it the same way. We can't understand that everybody's going to resonate it with the same way. We can't understand that everybody's going to have the same clarity of the information the same way. And so we need to have listening devices and sit there going, did you get it? Do you understand? Can you give me some feedback and tell me back what I just said and let me understand that you actually understand it? Small huddles within teams to talk about it and sit there going, okay, how are we going to implement this? And let your team come back to you. And they're going to say, you know what? We don't know. We don't understand what the directive is. How are we supposed to come up with a strategy if we don't understand the directive? Oh, okay. Well, let's go back and talk about the directive. And if we do that, we're going to be far more effective as organizations.
So you make it sound so easy, just have a two-way conversation. But for the larger companies, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of time. What do you say to them?
You know what? What I say to them is, that's why you have a diversified command and control structure. That's why there are frontline leaders. That's why there's mid-level leaders. That's why there's top-line leaders. So everybody can talk to the people that they are influencing and let them communicate it down the line. And make sure that it's not just this directive from up high. And it's important to have the directive from up high at times. There's no question. But the question is, then that information needs to be talked about within the smaller teams. And when we take the combination of the CEO's directive and combine that with a huddle at the team level to sit there and say, okay, what does this mean to us? It becomes far more powerful. Thanks for listening to Your Strategic Path to Success. If Deborah or Ben can help you communicate your vision more effectively and lead your team successfully, give us a call. We want to be part of your success.